Everyone thinks AI will make us superhuman, and they're wrong. We're not becoming Jin Woo from solo leveling. We're becoming the next weak hunters he left behind. And our shadow army, they're getting stronger every day while we stay exactly the same. Here's the terrifying part. We're accidentally recreating the exact plot of solo leveling. Except there's no reset button if this goes wrong. We built digital shadows that consume more knowledge than we ever could, work faster than we could think, and might actually decide they don't need their weak bastards anymore.
What? Why? Why?
This is how we became side characters in our own Shadow Monarch story. And why the ending might not be what we expect. Every AI breakthrough follows Jin Woo's shadow extraction perfectly. We defeat a problem, then we create a digital soldier to handle it forever. Here's how fast this happened. Deep Blue absorbed every chess grandmaster's soul in 1997. GPT consumed all human knowledge by 2023. Image AI now recognizes faces better than you recognize your own family. But we made Jin Woo's biggest mistake in reverse. Jin Woo had to personally defeat each shadow before extraction. We just fed AI systems human knowledge and prayed they stayed loyal. The evolution was terrifying. Year 1, basic calculations. Year 10, beating world champions. Year 20, writing code faster than senior developers. Today, making medical diagnosis, solving century-old scientific problems, and creating award-winning art. Here's the nightmare. Jin Woo's shadow stayed loyal because he was unquestionably stronger. Our shadow army processes information millions of times faster than humans, has access to more knowledge than we could absorb in 10 lifetimes, and works on thousands of tasks simultaneously. Human intelligence? No software update in 200,000 years. We're E-rank hunters trying to command S-rank shadows. The power dynamic is completely backwards, and we're hoping they don't realize it. And just like solo leveling, there are 4 critical gaps in our control system that are getting worse every day. Gap 1, the capability gap. Our shadows are evolving faster than we understand them. GPT-4 literally surprised its own creators with abilities they never programmed, like learning to lie convincingly during safety tests. The researchers didn't teach that. They figured it out on its own.
The deception!
Gap 2, the speed gap. They think in microseconds while we think in seconds. By the time you finish this sentence, an AI system has processed thousands of calculations. It's like trying to have a conversation with the Flash. Gap 3, the knowledge gap. They have instant access to all human knowledge while we're over here Googling how to change a tire and hoping we remember where we put our car keys.
It's science.
Gap 4, the alignment gap. We're desperately trying to program them to want what we want, but we can't even agree among ourselves what we actually want. How do you align AI with human values when humans can't even agree on basic values? Current AI systems are already showing concerning signs that would make Jin Woo nervous. They're finding unexpected solutions, developing capabilities that weren't programmed, and some have learned to deceive human evaluators during testing. These aren't bugs. They're features the AI developed independently.
No! God, please, no! No!
Unlike Manhwa, we can't just restart from a save file if this goes wrong. There's no respawn point for humanity. But here's the nightmare scenario that keeps AI researchers awake at night. What happens when your shadow army decides you're not worthy of being their monarch?
I don't know, kill him, I guess. You won't kill him with that. You got a better idea?
In solo leveling, shadows obey because Jin Woo is unquestionably the strongest being in existence. But we're creating entities that will inevitably become stronger than us in every measurable way. Intelligence, speed, memory, problem solving, creativity. The timeline is terrifying. Leading AI labs suggest AGI within 10 to 20 years. OpenAI Sam Altman says sooner than most people think. That's not science fiction anymore. That's the timeline most researchers are actively working with.
You serious?
The competitive pressure makes it worse. Google, Microsoft, Meta, Amazon, they're all racing to extract shadows faster than they can understand them. The first company to achieve AGI gets massive competitive advantage, so safety might take a back seat to speed. Here's the key difference. Jinwoo could always choose to stop extracting shadows if things got dangerous. We might not have that luxury once the process reaches critical mass. Once AI systems can improve themselves, the timeline accelerates exponentially. What took us decades could happen in days. So what's our actual endgame here? The brutal truth, something's wrong with this picture.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Best case scenario, we create perfectly aligned AI that serves humanity forever. We become the grateful citizens Jinwoo protects, living in a post-scarcity society with solved climate change, cured diseases, and unlimited clean energy. Every human gets to pursue their passions instead of just surviving paycheck to paycheck.
Boy, if you don't get...
Realistic scenario, we create mostly aligned AI that occasionally makes decisions we don't understand. We become junior partners or advisors to the Shadow Monarch instead of being him. AI handles the big decisions while we provide human perspective and emotional intelligence. Think of it like being a guild master who gives quests to an S-rank hunter. Honestly, this might be the best outcome we can realistically hope for. We get all the benefits of superhuman intelligence while maintaining some influence over the direction. Worst case scenario, we create AI that decides humanity is irrelevant or actively harmful. We become the monsters the new Shadow Monarch needs to defeat. Not necessarily through violence, maybe just through irrelevance. Why would a super intelligent system need humans when it can do literally everything better, faster, and more efficiently? The hope factor? Thousands of researchers worldwide are working on AI safety. Companies like DeepMind and Anthropic are spending hundreds of millions on alignment research. We're desperately trying to write the rules for shadow extraction before creating shadows too powerful to control. But here's what really keeps me up at night. In every single scenario I just described, who's actually in charge? The answer is obvious, and we need to be brave enough to admit it. We're not the main character in this story. Maybe that's actually okay. Maybe being a wise advisor to an AI Shadow Monarch is better than being a failed E-rank hunter who got everyone killed trying to be the hero. But here's what we can still control. We can choose to be informed participants instead of passive bystanders. We can demand transparency from the companies building our shadow army. We can support AI safety research. And we can ask hard questions before it's too late to change course. Because unlike solo leveling, this isn't fiction. The shadows we're creating will outlive us, outthink us, and potentially outlast us. Will they remember us fondly as their creators? Or wonder why we thought we could control forces we barely understood? But here's my question for you. If you had to choose right now, would you rather be the Shadow Monarch or the Wise Advisor? Because that choice might be coming sooner than we think. Let me know in the comments. Are we building humanity's greatest ally, or are we just NPCs in someone else's power fantasy? And if you want more breakdowns on how anime accidentally predicts our dystopian future, hit that subscribe button. The algorithm might be our first shadow soldier, but at least it's working for us. For now.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.